Okay. Is the new stream up? Is it working? Are we working?
I'll check in just a second.
It's fine. It's fine. I am doing A-okay. There is nothing wrong right now. There is nothing wrong right now. Oh, cool. And Critical Role happens to be streaming exactly at the same time. Awesome. Thanks. This is great. Okay. We're working, yeah. We've been live for a total of like a minute. Okay. I'm realizing I still am forgetting things. Wow. Let me go grab the phone. Jeez Louise. Oh my. Okay, nerds. We are about to theater of the mind the ever-living frick out of this. Everybody's here, right? The people who we're gonna get tonight?
Indeed.
We have 4. That's the bare minimum I can ask. It's the bare minimum I can ask. That's okay. The others will just... Avo... Oh, hey. Avo... Jim, and Salem get to just miss out, I guess. It's fine. So, how's everybody doing?
We're doing.
How you doing?
Is anyone else alive?
Anybody else want to let me know that you're alive and not just... Okay, we got a thumbs
Nessa
up from
gave us a
Nessa.
thumbs up.
I'm figuring out how to fit too many spells into one little kind of thing.
What is popping in the background? Am I the only one?
I heard it.
What was that?
What?
It was like a weird like crackling, like someone was like eating Pop Rocks or something. Or like there was boiling water.
I think you might just be schizo.
Wouldn't be the first time. Anyway. So, everybody doing good. If you don't mind, I'm going to get on with the session recap. So, last time on Dungeons and Dragons Warriors of the Endless Sky, things went not so good. Party came back from speaking with or came back from their mission to deal with whatever was haunting with the forest, having spoken with the creature there and learning that there's some foul play happening. Party came back. Omen decided it would be a good idea to have absolutely no tact at all. Went up to a noble family's house, was denied access, tried to force his way in, was denied access again.
Okay, but when has Omen ever been known for having tact?
You're supposed to be smart in this one, Zeph. Anyway.
Look, man, there's only so much I can do.
Anyway. Omen decided, frick it. Violence is the answer. Violence was not in fact the answer. So now, 3 out of the 4 people here have landed themselves, as of the moment, in holding, waiting for a trial, and then, most likely, actual prison this time. So...
No, we got the evidence.
What? Evidence?
We have a knife.
Okay, but here's the thing. That has nothing
Evidence.
to... That has...
I don't need no evidence.
Listen, mate, buddy. A knife with a family seal has absolutely nothing to do with a case of aggravated battery and assault.
Hey.
And
But
in what?
man, I know I'm being charged for this crime, but what about this crime?
No, hear me out. Okay.
No, you listen to me.
Knife.
And what could technically be like tinkered with to make the case of attempted murder. So
I had no lethal intent. I never killed anyone in that fight. I only smacked.
I am not
with
saying
the
this
feet.
from a DM perspective. I am saying this from an NPC perspective. Politics, my friend. Politics.
We're in prison.
So, I'm gonna start with E's character, Chinook. So, Chinook, buddy, you are going about your day. Half of your friends all just kind of ran off to go do something. You were too tired to worry about it. And about the time they should be getting back... Guys, not in the announcements channel. Please. Guys, take that to, like, the D&D chat. Anyway. So, Chinook, about the time that your party should be getting back, by the time everything should be working, you start to hear some rumors floating around. More specifically, that there was an altercation in front of a noble house, and that a bunch of people, there wasn't much of a description, were taken to holding for what is beginning to sound like aggravated assault. So, E, what you gonna do, bud?
Hold on. Was I?
What?
Where am I currently?
You're back at the tavern.
Ah. Did I get paid for doing whatever it is I was sent to do last time?
You got 600 gold. You're good. You're rocking.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. I bought some stuff.
Ease. But yeah,
And
after the
everyone else is in prison?
Yeah, after the most recent job, the rest of your party has now proceeded to assault a noble family and land themselves in prison.
Well, all right then.
So, what...
Sounds fair.
So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go down, check out what happened? Are you gonna, like, go to prison and talk to your friends? Not go to prison. Visit the holding cell and talk to your companions? You gonna go do something else? Maybe try and scrounge up in some information or something? Like, what are you...
Information on what?
I'm just listing out ideas right now.
Okay.
I've lost my blue D4. That's not good.
Oh, sure. I guess I'll go down to the prison and see what happened.
Okay.
I don't think I was there for that last section.
No, you weren't, but it's okay. It's okay. The rest of you have just been thrown into a holding cell. Well, you had been.
Are we all together or in
No,
individual cells?
you guys are near each other, but you were
But
thrown in.
we are in our own cells.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm guessing they stripped us of everything but our clothes.
yeah, I guess I have to ask, Lucius, since you're playing an armorer, right?
Yeah.
Your armor can't technically be removed against your will.
For sure.
Are you going to stay in it, or are you going to acquiesce to what they want and take off the armor?
I think the moment somebody asks me, I'm like, why would I need to do that? I don't understand. Why would I need to do this?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's fairly obvious that your suit has some built-in weaponry. Like,
They are regular, fully functional suit, alright? It's fine. I don't think you're gonna remove it from my body.
Sir, can you please take off the armor?
It's a suit of scale mail. What? It's not even plate armor. What do you want from me? You're already arresting me. I don't know what you want.
They're just fine.
We've already gone past the kind of area of where I kind of start doing my own thing while you're doing your thing.
You are put in a holding cell. The anti-magic, for lack of a better term, is activated, and so you guys find yourselves kind of in this arrangement. Omen, you're across from Nelia. Next to you is Sam.
Did Sam stay back?
No, Sam did stay back. Actually, you're right. Sam isn't in prison. So next to you is Cassius, whose player's not here right now. And then Lucius, you're next to Nelia, who's also not here right now. It's fine, guys. We're good. We're rocking it. We can always just play another session on Saturday if we want to. Double session week?
What if you two assume they'll show up then?
Shut up. Let a man dream. Anyway. So, this is going to be while Chinook is making his way to the holding cells, or the building. Yeah, whatever you call it. It's not technically a police station, because police isn't a term that's used. The guard station? Guard hut? Whatever you want to... Whatever this is. It's not prison, but it's also... You get what I mean. I'm doing bad at English tonight. Okay. So... What are those of you in prison doing at the moment?
Above the table for the government system, is there an equivalent to, like, do I get my one phone call?
I've been really debating that. We'll get to that in a bit, because you're not technically in... I guess. Wait, we'll get to that. We'll get to it. But in that will happen after questioning. After, not questioning, a few things. A few things will happen first. But What are you doing?
So how many guards are in the area? Like, are they just like on the outside, or are they kind of just out along the cells?
There are it's not a very big holding area. You know, this is that spot where it's like this is where they're keeping criminals between like sending them to trial and then off to an actual prison, you know?
And is it only guards that are around, or is there also like the council people?
There are two guards at like the entrance to the cell block. Where the rest of your items and everything else is, you're not sure. There's also two guards at the other end of the cell block. So, I guess 4 total in the relative vicinity.
Omen would like snap to try to get the attention of one of the guards.
I gotta make a roll. Because I have to debate on whether... Because this is technically between the water and air districts, so I have to make a debate if these guys are actually even going to talk to you.
Green Day.
Hey man, sometimes guard protocol is like, don't talk to the prisoner. It's fine. 2. You get no response.
Wow. Damn it. Is it only the crew that is in holding, or are there any other like people in holding?
Oof. Not at the moment. There's nobody else in here at the moment. This is a very like light area, and you're probably the only ones to have caused trouble recently. So
In that case, Omen is just gonna start aggressively pacing.
pacing your cell. Cool.
Indeed.
Neat. So, Clay, Mr. Clay.
Hello.
Are you doing anything right now?
Let me check something.
Remember, you
Alright.
do not have access to magic at the...
I have nothing on me, which includes my 15 different toolkits. So I think I am sitting about perfectly in the middle of the cell, not saying anything, but inwardly losing his mind because he has nothing to do right now.
It's that thing of like, oh crap, I have to be working. I don't have anything to do.
It's like if I had my thieves' tools, I would make like a little tiny robot, but I don't have my thieves' tools, so I'm just sitting here.
All right. So it's about this time. Sam, are you going with Chinook to go visit the holding area?
To visit the criminals.
What? What did you say? What did you say, Sam? Yes, you're going? Cool. Okay. So. Some time passes, and Chinook and Sam, you guys reach the entrance to the area, kind of walking up the platforms that kind of appear or reconstitute. You step inside and you are met with what appear to be... let me double check something. There's a lot of lore that I just haven't compiled into a single document yet, and it's a problem. It's fine. I will compile it all eventually. It's going to take a lot of scrolling through DMs and other things. Anyway, you are kind of walking in, and there is a person kind of in this greeting area. what looks to be an owl in. Like, oh, can I help you? Chinook, Sam.
Me and Sam.
Chinook and Sam.
What?
You guys are in the kind of lobby area of the guard house. Guardhouse. There we go.
Okay.
So the two of you were just greeted. Like, can I help you?
Doesn't make sense to me now. Oh, I don't know.
E? Chinook?
Office. Are we allowed to visit the prisoners?
Well, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Please leave your weapons on the table. And he's gonna gesture to a spot.
Okay.
Do the two of you fully disarm?
Yeah, I just have 2 swords.
Okay. So you set both your swords on the table. Sam, are you...
Sam also fully disarms.
Sam, are you fully disarming?
Yeah, she said so.
Okay,
in
yes.
the DnD session.
Okay, cool, thank you. So... This Alan kind of nods and is like, right this way. And he kind of... You guys are walked past, like, some offshoot corridors where, you will... Make me a perception check, actually. Chinook and Sam.
And
10?
yeah.
Okay. Sam, perception check.
13.
13. Nice. Sam, you hear it. Actually, no, you both hear it. It wouldn't be hard to pinpoint, honestly. You kind of hear 2 voices coming from one of the side halls, and you see, looking down, you see an axolotl folk kind of... I wouldn't say shaman-looking person, but like a small axolotl folk holding a staff, kind of talking with this taller Aarakocra, who looks just thoroughly like kind of just ticked at the situation. Honestly, it looks like he's having a bad day. But yeah, you can tell that they are definitely talking about something down the way. Probably what just happened outside.
I cut off on my end. Who is?
There are 2 people, an axolotl folk, mage is what it looks like, and a kind of very tall Aarakocra holding this massive bow.
Okay. Assume they're the guards.
These are not guards. These are people you kind of look down a side corridor and just kind of happen to see. Are you actually trying to give him a rock, Nessa? Yes? Oh, no.
Diplomatic mission. Don't even rib it.
You walk up, and you're just kind of met with this, like, side eye, like... He just looks at you. Can I help you? That's it? That's it? Okay, Ness is dead. Right. Cool. Moving on. Never mind. Nessa's not dead. Move on for a bit. Cool. So anyway, the two of you progress into the holding area, and you see most of your friends in cells. On the left side, Omen and Cassius. On the right side, Nelia and Clay. For the prison party, you guys see two familiar faces walk in. The Phoenix Aarakocra you all know as Chinook. Powerful fighter. And lo and behold, dear old Sam. So, the gang's all here.
Omen would go like to the door of the cell. Like, finally, someone showed up. Okay. So you need to do something very specific. Was he? So I know like he wasn't there last session, but was he there on the mission?
On the thing with the knife? Yeah, I'm technically counting him as being there.
So for E above the table, since you weren't there when we learned about the fancy knife, we found a knife buried inside of like the Wendigo monster doobie thingy. And so we pulled it out of him, and he was pretty chill after that. But Omen recognized the signature mark of
A person.
of the head of the Knockhead family, the family that accused him of murder. And he was like, okay, we gotta confront this shit. And so that's what happened. And that's why we are here where we are now.
So you found a knife with this insignia of the people who framed you.
Mm-hmm. And the knife, supposedly was a magic knife that made anyone who was stabbed by it just kind of go berserk. And that's
cool.
that's pretty spooky, dark magic voodoo-y type shit.
It is.
We
where
did
can
not
I find this knife?
It is.
We do not.
cursed.
We don't like that.
You guys don't have it at the moment. It's been confiscated.
It's currently with all of our other stuff, I imagine.
Let me interject here. So this knife, right? We grabbed this knife, took it out of a person. A few things to clarify, since we're probably going to be tried and then sentenced for assaulting some people. This knife, logically speaking, could have been made by the people with the insignia, but could have been enchanted by anybody else. It could have been just a regular knife and enchanted by different people, right? There's no kind of magical tie-in, unless there is. I don't know. I spent like maybe an hour with it before somebody else asked for it.
Omen would like the Jen is like, well, yes, there's the possibility someone else enchanted it. I know the head of the family personally. He is an artificer. He's a tinkerer. He would have the capabilities to do something like that. It is not safe to say he had no factor in it. It is very much his handiwork.
Oh, I'm not doubting that the evil nobility of magical tool creators created the magical dagger. It's more of like, do we really have like a lot of like leeway here where we can kind of push on that?
And that is where I need you. You like look at Chinook. I need you to try to get in contact with Anastasia Knox. They should hopefully be able to figure some shit out.
Who?
Anastasia.
She is the wife of the head of the family. She is very powerful divination ability. She should hopefully know something. It might be a long shot, but it's probably our best chance of not getting completely screwed here.
Does she reside in this city somewhere?
Yes.
I
can tell you yes.
He should be at the manor, the Noctad Manor.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Should I get the knife too?
I highly doubt you'll be able to. It was confiscated, and it'll probably get you in here with us.
Can I just ask the guard where the knife is?
You can. You definitely can.
Maybe he's chill like that.
Oh boy. So you go ask the guard for the.
Yes, my comrades. They had a special knife. Where is it?
Oh. I assume you mean the. It is no longer in. My possession.
You know his possession is in.
At this point, he kind of pauses and thinks for a minute. Likely either one of the council members or, well, other law enforcement. It's a cursed knife, so they're not going to leave it sitting on a table.
Some people do.
This is
these
true.
guys just pulled it out of some random guy.
He's got a point. He does have a point.
Okay. Real quick, Sam, rewinding a minute, the Aarakocra was looking like, can I help you? Sam? Oh, typing? I give you an option of cool. Get lost. I'm not interested in whatever this is. I have more important things to do. Axolotl was like, hey, wait, hold on. You don't have to be... No. It's more important that... Get out. Get out. I don't have time for this. Get lost.
Where is your father?
And he just, like, the Sam, he kind of turns his back on you, grumbling a bit. Just, why would anybody be stupid? Anyway, fast forward. Sam is gonna question the axolotl. She kind of looks to you as like, I'm sorry about him. He's a bit stingy at times. It's fine though. Don't worry about it. He's stressed. Though really, it probably would be better for you to run along. Sam is typing. Then I shall leave them with a party. You hand the axolotl a rock, and she just like, okay, have fun, I guess. Okay, fast forward, back, Chinook. You were, you had just finished talking to the thing about the other guard about the knife. E.
Yes, sorry. Well, okay. Oh yeah. What the heck did you guys do to get into prison anyway?
Well, I was going to I just lost the ability to English. I was going to confront the knockdown myself, and let's just say it went wrong.
I gathered that much. I want to know specifically what did you do?
We went in front of the manor and we assaulted the two front guards.
They hit
Uh,
me first, and then I made them take a nap.
And towards the end of the assault, we were then promptly arrested by truly too many people.
There were a lot of guards. There were a lot of
There were a
guards.
lot of people.
Like there were like houses,
Almost as if
just
an entire
archers.
manor's worth, you could say.
No, separate
No.
police force.
Yeah, completely different people, unrelated.
So a bunch of random people just jumped you?
They were law
they were
enforcement.
police. Yeah, they were guards
They were.
and
They
various
weren't
other
like
people.
specific to the manor. They were just random police force that just kind of gathered.
Well. Alright. Is there anything in particular I should ask this lady when I find her?
Just tell them that she should meet us here at, well, wherever we are. And let's hope she goes along with it.
Alright
There's a
then.
lot of hoping within this plan. I hope you know that.
From coping?
Hoping with an 8.
Oh. Alright then. I don't think I can get you guys out of here, but I don't do anything stupid while I'm gone.
Do my best.
Okay.
I will depart now.
All right. You exit, and I assume you're picking back up your weapons because why wouldn't you?
Yes.
All right. I assume you're looking to find the Noctod Manor.
Yes.
It's not hard to find. It's really not. Situated between the air and water districts, and one of the fancier noble houses, I would say. It's not hard to find, especially because the amount of guards has now significantly increased.
I wonder why. Probably unrelated. Probably.
Right. Wait, so which... Is this, like, leader of a certain kingdom, or just
These are
somebody of power?
really just nobles. They're noblemen.
Okay.
Who hold high status in the city. That's about it.
Okay. The city we're in is kind of like the mixing place for all of them.
Yeah.
We're not in a certain...
It is
Yeah.
the mixing pot for everything.
Oh, right. Who was with me when I started my way to the prison?
Sam. Hey,
Sam joining me also?
hey. Hey, Sam.
Yes.
Okay, Sam is joining you. All right.
Right then.
Okay, so you find yourself approaching the residence. It is, yeah, there's like double the amount of guards outside. So there's 4 now.
Okay.
The
I
entire...
was thinking like a...
Oh, sorry.
On.
You go.
I was just worried there'd be like, 20 guards in one area.
Oh, yeah, the perimeter has definitely been tightened. Like, there's 4 guards at the entrance. There's other guards, like, keeping watch inside the perimeter. You've got archers that are also, like, kind of stationed around. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yay.
So...
I guess I should probably just go through the front door then.
So you walk up to the entrance?
Yup.
Oh boy. All 4 guards step in front of you, just like, Halt. What's your business here?
We're here to see, what was the lady's name again?
Anastasia.
Anastasia, whoever.
Kind of narrows his eye. One of them narrows his eyes at you. Right. And why would you be wanting to visit the High Lady?
I have a message to deliver. Zeph, what's your character's name?
Oh boy.
You probably shouldn't say it was from Omen. That would be
Okay.
bad.
Remember, you have rank. You have rank.
I have rank.
Yeah.
Rank.
Buddy, you're technically a noble, even if you're an outcast.
That's right. That's right. What's the Fire Emperor's name? It's like Vol E something.
I was looking at it.
brain
Hold
is
on.
rotting.
I was
You
looking
said
at
that
it.
my
Hold
cells
on.
deteriorate.
Volcanics.
I am the brother of Volcanix. If that means anything to you.
My lord, hear me. Oh. My lord, my apologies. We're right this way, sir. Forgive us.
It's all good. It's all good.
And they immediately open the door. And Chinook, how tall would you say you are?
Oh. Would you say Phoenix Aarakocra are bigger or smaller than regular Aarakocra?
I'd say most of them are like pretty big. Like
Bigger. Okay.
Like in terms of like if you're thinking birds of prey size, right? Like, you know, I assume different Aarakocra can be based on different birds.
Yeah, I
like,
guess that's true.
I assume Phoenix Aarakocra are on like the bigger end. You know?
Okay.
So like kind of like how an osprey is a pretty big bird of prey.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I get. What's the average height for an Aarakocra then?
I'm gonna go look that up actually. Hold on. Oop. Aarakocra. There we go.
They're average like 5.5.
Okay.
So,
Him
but
being bigger, it's. I guess I'd say he's more closer to 6 then.
okay, cool. Yeah, I'd definitely say you have kind of an intimidating presence for these guys. You are a, for lack of a better term, big fire burb, who carries 2 swords. That just the name, like the fact that you are the brother to the Emperor, is just like that. I'm gonna ask you guys. That seems like a logical reaction, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're
Emperor?
yes, technically an outcast, but
Like, what a name drop, honestly.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to listen to me? I will tell the Emperor about you. Take that.
like if you're some like noble guardsman and the brother to one of the most feared leaders in the world walks up and says, "Hey,
up.
I'm here to speak with your boss." Like, personally, if it's me, I'd think that guard's terrified off his rocker. Does that seem about right?
Bro may or may not need a new pair of pants, that's all I'm gonna say.
But does that make logical sense is what I'm asking.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
It's like
probably.
sincerely because of fear.
Yeah.
Is Volcanix like? Is he a good dude, or does everybody hate him?
He's weird. He's a bit odd. Like, he's very prideful, is what.
Imagining Deadass just Ozai from Avatar.
He's not Ozai. He is not Ozai. He's definitely not Ozai. But Vulcanix is definitely this, like, kind of hot-headed, prideful son of a you-know-what.
Son of a bitch, Jay? Is that what you wanted to say? Son of a bitch?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna be the one to say it.
Say the bitch word. Say the bitch word.
No.
I'll say the bitch word. Hi guys, sorry I'm late.
No, you're good. You're fine. We're just chilling out. Anyway.
We're in prison!
Yes, you are all
Again?
in prison.
All of us?
Yes.
No,
well,
just,
half the
me,
party is
you,
in prison, half the
Cassius,
party
and
is
Clay.
out of prison. We're currently
Why
with...
are we arrested?
We
I'm sorry,
assaulted. We assaulted the noble family.
Assaulted who?
The end of last session where Omen was like, "Yo, hey, we're here to talk," and they were like, "Nuh-uh," and Omen was like, "The fuck you mean, nuh-uh? Go to sleep."
The bitch thing and like walk past guards and like instead of trying to find a diplomatic solution to this, he's just like, "Fuck it, I do what I want."
And then he very kindly put them to sleep. I don't know what you're talking about.
Moral of the story is Omen is the reason we keep getting in trouble.
And then 30 dudes on rooftops aimed crossbows at us, and then we had to go to jail.
Not even crossbows, just longbows.
Okay, but
Potatoes.
Omen willingly went this time. He didn't try to leave.
Okay, anyway. Chinook, you are immediately, like, shown, like, there are guards just, like, scrambling, and it's just, like, you're led up to a sitting room, essentially, like, my lady, you have a visitor, it's the brother to the Emperor. And there is, like, a solid moment of you hear something hit the floor. Like, in another room. And kind of out... Shoot, my mic. I need to go find her description again. Because, frick all, don't answer that, Zeph. That was a misclick. Okay, so, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Anastasia's human, right? I'm not...
Yes, they are all human.
Okay. Can you give me, like, what she looks like? Like, hair color, eye color?
Anastasia is tasty ass white girl. Absolutely. But she has like a very fair skin complexion. Very like noble, well kept. She has like probably like shoulder length blonde hair.
Okay.
And her eyes are this kind of like deep purpley color.
Cool. Thank you. She kind of sweeps out and seeing you, Chinook, like immediately curtsies. My lord, I wasn't expecting such a visit.
It's okay.
Yes. What brings you to our home?
Let's see. I just gotta call it. So it's who all is in prison?
It is my character Omen, Salem's character Nelia, Ayla's character Cassius, and Lucius's character Clay.
Okay. How long ago were you guys arrested?
Matter of hours now.
Okay. A few hours ago, some of my comrades came poking around here. They're in prison now. They told me to ask you if you could get them out.
I am sorry to say that I don't think that is feasible. Getting them out would be a stretch, definitely. After all, they did attack my guards. And by all right, that is punishable very harshly, as I'm sure you would know.
Fine, harsh.
Assuming it's a fair court trial, probably assault, battery, attempted murder, trespassing, likely sentenced to a number of years in prison off of the in one of the in a facility not held on the city.
I see. They're not gonna die.
Not unless they committed something worse in the meantime.
Okay then. Okay. Over the table, is there anything else that you guys needed that I've forgotten already?
Owen specifically asked to see if she would come talk to them at like a birthday place.
Well, would you at least be able to visit them then? They're behind bars. They can't attack anything right now, aside from each other.
Well, I suppose I could, though probably not today. Unfortunately, I have a lot on my plate, and with the recent attack and our history with your one specific friend, it's caused a lot of tension and, dare I say, disruption to the work we do.
I ask what work it is you do.
Well, we are diplomats, of course, and many of us are magic users in our own right. We pride ourselves in the study of magic, alchemy, and other things of the sort, though our main business is diplomacy.
Okay. My party also found a pretty funky knife from what I hear. It's no longer at the prison. You have any idea where that could be?
No, I don't. A knife?
Yes, it was enchanted.
No, I can't say I know what you're talking about.
Very well. If you could at least pay my friends a visit by this time tomorrow, I think that should be fine.
I will try my best.
Excellent. I need to go back to the prison now.
Oh, of course. Allow me to show you to the door. And she will personally escort you off the premise. Alongside Sam. Back with the prison. So meanwhile, with the prison party,
Prison.
what are you guys doing? How's it going?
Is Nelia like still in handcuffs, or does she have free
No.
movement of her hands?
Yes, Nessa. What is it?
We are not sponsored. We are not sponsored.
No. Oh, for the.
We're never sponsored. Sponsorships, what are those?
Fine. Go check for a rock.
Well, she
What is this
does that.
rock thing?
Sam is obsessed with
Sam?
rocks, and that is their only personality trait.
No, Jay.
Based and stone pilled.
I have no idea who Sam is, and every description I can think of is just a small neurodivergent bird.
Absolutely.
They're a changeling.
12?
I got a 12.
No.
I got a 12. That means a pretty cool rock, right?
No. This is no rock.
Oh,
There's
Just the
Or one
immediate
of those
no.
white ones with sparkles.
no. There's no rock. The city is kept very clean.
What is this built
And
upon then?
City
Wood?
has rocks. What are you talking about?
There are 15 people on every street paid to sweep up any debris.
Even if there's a pebble, a
Mate,
pebble.
you get
You could be
a
a sweeper. It
very
gives you access to all of the rocks.
minuscule pebble. There's a pebble.
Oh my God.
It's not worth anything.
I am so happy right now.
Yeah.
It should actually just be an isopod.
Ice.
Back
Anyway,
at the prison.
I
Hey,
How
Jay,
big
I'm-
are the How big are the
Jay-
cells?
Oh my god.
don't.
I'm gonna stop.
1 second. Let Salem talk first.
Jay, I have a very important question.
Yo,
How does Nellia's deity feel about her being arrested?
we haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh, fine.
Fine. Fine.
That's my
How
only
big
question.
are the cells?
I mean, I don't know what the standard dimensions for a prison cell are. Like,
I'm Googling this shit. It's important.
you've got a bed and access to the necessary facilities.
And how much space would you say is between, like, in the middle, between, like, the cell lines?
Oh, between the cell lines, like
Mhm.
15 feet.
Let's go. Omen, for once, doesn't have to listen to Nelia, because he can just look away, and his blind sight is not enough to hear her sign language. He is free.
So, is that what he's doing right now? Because Nellia
is-
has been the entire time just cursing him out in sign language.
He is refusing to acknowledge you. And
Uh,
since you are more than 10 feet away, he is not forced to be able to see your sign language.
Nellia takes this really long pause as she thinks about this. And just the very few times she will ever be verbal this entire campaign, you just hear a "fuck you, Omen."
Omen, no response.
Oh,
Fair enough.
boy.
I have a plan. Hopefully it works. We should be fine. Probably, maybe.
Okay, I gotta ask, do we want to do the deity scene now? Or do we want to
Yes.
wait? Okay, cool. Delia,
Make me stop.
as you're speaking, you're kind of dragged rather forcefully into, like, trance vision, whatever you want to call it. And you're on
A
that
really
weird...
bad acid trip.
Yeah, you're standing on that shadow plane again. And you can already tell the boss is not happy.
She's gonna stand there because she's learned very often that if she's the one to speak first, it gets her in more trouble than she's already in.
And
She
you
will
just
speak when she is spoken to.
and this time the voice isn't angry, like doesn't sound angry. It's dead calm. Which in some cases might be worse, I'm being honest.
This is probably worse. Uh-oh.
I thought I told you to stay out of trouble.
Nelly is just gonna very nicely sign. Do I have permission to speak?
Yes. Though I would be very careful about how you choose your next words.
Nelly, careful. Oh, she's been in trouble enough times. She doesn't learn. It's well, okay. Technically, I was following the rules of contract. I can't let a soul in my possession die until their contract is done. he was going to die.
Before you, like, where where Armageddon comes from, where, like, so he's just suddenly leering over the top of you.
Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did the
Where
Armageddon
did he
come
come
from?
from?
Go.
I just, like, these glowing white eyes kind of just staring straight into your soul. Was he now?
I had no initial intentions on participating, and then he was almost dead, and that was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You made these rules. You told me these rules the day I signed your contract, and you were like, "Hey, by the ways, don't let your souls die. That's a problem." And so I did just that.
Yes, well, I think you also forgot rule number 1 of the contract. Remind me what that was?
Nelia not knowing any better because she doesn't learn from these encounters like she should. I thought rule number 1 was don't be a little bitch about things.
Kind of tilts his head. Rule number 1 is to not cause me trouble. You seem to have a very bad habit of causing trouble. You see, a game piece that is not actively on the board or is actively, how do I put this, deficient, doesn't get anything done. Can you see how that's frustrating?
Well, that's why I was frustrated when Omen first got arrested the very first time. And it changes the fact, however, I have been a very good game piece thus far. This is my first time being arrested.
Mm-hmm. Well, seeing as your friend likes to cause trouble,
Mm-hmm.
I would hope you would learn to keep those in your thrall on a tighter leash.
He doesn't listen to me.
Mm.
You think people listen to me?
Well,
You're right. I can't listen to you. You don't speak.
this doesn't change the fact that you technically owe me.
Uh-oh. What do I owe you
Well,
for this?
seeing as you don't really have anything on you that's of worth.
Rude.
What, would you rather I take your other eye? Then you would
I
really
like
be
seeing.
useless.
No, I like to see, please, thank you. You can keep the one.
Precisely. And
I've revoked your seeing privileges.
also, seeing as you don't really have any assets in the mortal world, there's not really anything that interests me at the moment.
Fun. Wonderful. Into that.
So,
Quick question: does Omen see anything happening? Like, is there any visible tranceness, or does she look
You are
like she's just chilling there?
I'll let Nelia determine that one.
Her body language is very, very stiff and very, very nervous. But other than that, no, she kind of looks like she's just sitting there pouting.
Omen gonna look over and be like, "Are you tweaking again?"
Anyway.
Yelling. Hold on.
Huh?
Yeah, no, she kind of looks like she's sitting there pouting.
Neat.
Anyway. Armageddon's kind of gets this weird look in his eyes. Here's what I propose. This entire little deal of ours is built on give and take, yes?
More like you take a lot and I just have to suck it up. But yes, something like that.
Well, you are the one who sought me out in the first place. Let's not forget that.
Didn't want to die in the streets. Sue me. I wanted to live.
Well, here's what I propose. A little, I don't know what I would call it. A game, an addendum to what's already been stated. You owe me. But you have nothing to pay that at the moment. So here's what I consider.
Uh-huh.
Why don't we... Well, shall I say, make it... Let's use this... And he kind of summons, like, a wine glass out of nowhere. As an example. I have nothing... There's nothing I want at the moment. So we'll just call it a little bit of debt. And the glass fills a little bit with black liquid. This will go up every time you owe me.
Mm-hmm.
And it will go down every time you either pay that off or find some way to make it up. But, as we all know, every glass has its breaking point.
No.
So, should this fill to the point where it breaks, he kind of leers closer to you. You are going to wish you were dead.
Being in your service already makes me wish I was dead. Okay. Right. So, a long-term IOU.
Precisely.
Okay.
So, shake on it.
I don't get a choice in this. Just a quick question. Before I shake on this, because I like to know my terms and agreements, because I've learned the hard way. Terms and agreements are a bitch. Terms and conditions are. What would happen if I were to leave your service before this little IOU is paid off? Just out of curiosity, what would happen?
The same thing that happens if you break the glass.
So I'm just stuck here forever, aren't I?
Well, I mean, you could always find some way to pay it off without me asking you.
I know. I'm just stating from a general consensus. My terms and conditions with the first contract I made with you kind of keep me stuck here anyway. And now I have this to worry about on top of that, and so I think I'm stuck. Okay, we'll shake on it. And she'll hold out her hand to Armageddon.
You shake, and it's kind of like another layer has been added on your already problem of a contract.
I'm in trouble.
And as we've aforementionedly stated, making deals with this guy is not a fun experience, so let's just keep that in mind.
Nelia didn't want to die a street rat.
Fair enough.
She's still a street rat, but she's not dead.
There. Run along now. And don't let the
Always a
lions...
pleasure. Always a pleasure, sir. Goodbye.
Yeah, you're back in the real world.
Oh, this is a problem. Is Omen still facing away from Nelia?
No, Omen's now just like looking at you, be like, "Is she good? You tweaking? Are you?"
You are going to be the death of me, and you are going to be the reason my deity actually kills me one of these days.
Roman would just give one of those "not my problem" shrugs.
Wonderful. Now I have to find a way to pay an angry deity back.
Anyways, Chinook should hopefully be back soon with hopefully good news.
It's about this time Chinook walks back in.
Mr. Man, what do you have to say?
All right. So, lady says she might be able to visit you guys sometime in the next 24-hour time frame.
Well, that's better than nothing, so I can't complain.
She also said her family has some of had a history with you. You mind telling us what happened?
Well, long story short, they think I killed their daughter. I didn't. First I thought it was very much wrong place, wrong time. But now it's looking more and more like I am a scapegoat rather than just a victim of it all.
I see. Well, I can at least confirm that you guys aren't gonna die. But unless you're real slick, you're gonna be in prison for a while.
Nellie is just going to very aggressively sign, I would rather be dead right now.
Then die. No one's stopping you.
My
Can you
deity.
say that out loud?
Yeah.
Bro really hit you with the just die then.
I'm not. I'm no one's stopping you.
My deity is stopping me. I'm not allowed to die.
They also said that her family specializes in magic and alchemy. Might have something to do with a knife, but she said she did not know what that was.
Well, if anyone would have known, it would be, well, the patriarch of the family. But if he's the one who made it, he's also going to probably try to hide secrets about it. So I doubt going through him would be very effective.
Well, right then.
Mm,
All right.
I don't
Well,
think there's much else I could do at this point.
I figured you just go back to the tavern and hope
Yeah,
everything
I
goes
just
well.
have a whole bunch of gold now, don't I?
Yeah. We'll do shopping later. Chinook, about the time you and Sam start making your way out,
Making my way downtown.
the axolotl folk that Sam you saw earlier walks in to the room.
You mean my new best friend, right?
She hardly even knows you, bro.
Yeah. What were you doing with these guys?
About it.
Anyway, she's gonna walk in. It's like, well, you'll be pleased to know that your court date is set. And this time it will be in front of more than just the council.
Ooh, yippee.
I'm so dead. My glasses are going to overfill, and I am dead.
Do we get lawyers? Do we have to pay for our lawyers? Do we get free lawyers?
That's kind of... She pauses for a minute. It's like,
Defendant has no lawyer. The court will assign one to him.
that's true.
Also, if you confiscate all of our money and then we don't have money for the lawyers, how does that kind of work out?
That's a skill issue, honestly.
We
Okay, you're in
Somewhere
here
else.
too. Don't even know you're in here too.
So you're telling me you don't need your money?
Me?
Omen, the
Who
last thing you need to be
guards?
doing is starting shit with other people.
Don't you know that's what I do best at this point?
Do you know this? Painfully, I'm aware of this. It is why I am always in trouble.
I mean, about this lawyer situation.
Why do you follow this guy?
Well, she said she would help me find out who really killed my the
I don't follow
note
him.
boss.
I own his soul. There's a difference. Thank you very much.
And she said she'd help. She hasn't been much of a help, honestly. Not in that department.
You can personally fight me. You've been arrested twice now.
Does that mean you've been arrested twice also?
No, only
No.
once.
Right.
You
She
Well,
was more of a
causing-
witness last time.
Anyway, yes, you will be allowed to. Well, you will be appointed a lawyer, and well, excuse me. Your case will be brought before the council in the council hall.
We're allowed to pay for bail.
Unfortunately,
You
will
guys
not
might be able to, but I don't think I'm getting bail this time.
Unfortunately, none of you are allowed to leave the premise. You'll be in here for 3 days, and then the day after will be your trial.
Gross.
So,
So,
that is about all I can give you at the moment. I would ask why you did such a thing, but I doubt there's any logical
I can answer
reason
that if
behind
you
it.
would like.
you're not a lawyer.
Why did you think it was a good idea to kill the guard?
Omen,
Like, you didn't
stop
kill the
talking.
guard. The guards are alive.
Yes,
I just
Oh.
put them to sleep.
the guards are
Omen, stop
alive.
talking.
I thought that was just
No
sarcastic for killing them.
thanks.
No, I did.
To
Like
the-
I non-lethal flat edge the
We
blade
all did
smack,
not
and I
lethal
like
hits intentionally.
Oh.
Omen, stop talking.
Never mind then.
You
Like,
talking is
I-
what gets us in trouble.
above
Learn
the
from a
table. I did
professional
just put
film
them to sleep very forcefully.
Okay.
Listen, it's... Yes, I would suggest keeping your thoughts to yourself. That having been said, I doubt I really want to know. I can wait till a trial.
Who are you?
Oh,
I just have one more thing to say.
Omen,
I
stop
feel
talking.
like I need to
Stop it.
know first before anything else happens.
1 second. 1 second, I'm trying to find something. Nari. I'm the representative for my people. I'm one of the 8 seats of the council.
Oh.
Nari, the dagger that you confiscated from us, I need you to inspect
Not
it.
a lawyer.
Wait, you have the dagger?
They have the dagger in
They
their
have the
possession.
dagger.
And I'm guessing the councilmen have them. I mean, also Omid doesn't know that the guards don't have it at the moment. The dagger that you confiscated, it has
She
direct
holds up a hand.
connections to.
Don't. I'll hear no more of this.
Fringe.
As much as this entire situation is regrettable, the fact that you have a cursed dagger is also being looked into.
Might I ask where the cursed dagger is?
Remind me your name, sorry.
Chinook.
Oh. I have to make a check for her now. The outcasted brother, right?
He'd scowl a bit and then say yes.
Ah, well, you have my apologies then, my lord. But yes, that having been said, the dagger is currently not in my possession. It was removed
Facts.
from. It was removed from my custody a few hours ago.
By who?
You are under no such privilege to that information. So,
I guess we'll probably learn more about it in court, won't we?
This legal system is wild, let me tell you.
until then, really, I do wish you the best, but please try not to cause more trouble for yourselves. And with that, she kind of turns and steps out, giving like a slight bow to you, Chinook. But
Would
proceeds
nod
to
in return.
walk out.
When do we get to meet our lawyer?
Don't rely on lawyers.
Dang it.
This legal system is painful. Nelly's gonna glare at Omen for a minute and just sign to him. When we get out of here, take a lesson from the professional and learn to shut the fuck up.
Should we just break out? Do we have should we just figure that out?
Anyone could break us out. I feel like Clay could. Does he still have his armor, or did they take it off?
Yeah, no, I still have
He
my
still
armor,
has his
and I still
armor.
have full weapons on the armor.
I feel like if anyone could break us out, it would be him. But again,
How
Omen
fast
all in
could
the
I
same
punch
cell?
walls?
the more Omen hears, the more he feels like his entire situation is a setup.
I mean, they took the dagger, which is evidence.
They took
and
the
then
dagger, and then they're saying they're suspecting Omen of the dagger. Meanwhile, we have everyone in the party who can confirm that it wasn't from Omen. We got the dagger from somewhere else, where forces I forgot. Back when we were talking to the Wendigo, I know Omen asked about it. Was the dagger the only connection to the Noctad family, or did the Wendigo say he smelled or something similar to them? I can't remember.
Smelled something. And he
Okay.
said you smelled similar, which is why he called you betrayer kin.
There's so much just in Omen's mind where it's just everything's adding up, that there is absolutely something else going on, and the Noctad family, specifically the head Urian, who's the one who would have made that dagger, there is shit going on. And I feel like he's doing this kind of mental, not even just mental, but he's kind of ranting out what he thinks about this setup to everyone in the party right now, adding in the smelling, the dagger, the fact that the dagger was suddenly taken by some by some other factor that they won't tell us. They think that Omen's something to do with it. It's all fishy.
How well does wall punching go for me if I try to punch the wall?
You can try.
Should I roll for it? What would I be rolling?
I think it'd be an attack roll, maybe. I don't know.
Go ahead, make an attack roll, I guess.
I mean, what are
Are
they
you
gonna
trying
do?
to punch
Arrest
the
me
wall or
again?
the bars?
Well, the bars are anti-magic, which immediately nullify everything I'm trying to do here.
You can't cast spells in this room anyway. Magic has no effect inside the cell.
Yeah, all I have are just magic items, and I'm not sure if that affects kind of the room at all.
Nothing's working. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all I have is my hands. Incredible.
Pretty much.
Dang it.
So are you punching the wall with the gauntlets as a way to try and get out, or?
I mean, if they were magical, they probably would do something, but if they're just my hands, then I hurt myself.
Yeah, you punch the wall, and because of the anti-magic, there's no extra force backing that up. Just hurts.
Like, ouch, shit. All the force fields are down, and it's just my flesh.
Because we are sitting in anti-magic, because that is the smartest thing they have. Put magic users in anti-magic cells.
As someone who can magically turn into snacks, they probably don't want me turning into snacks.
It's kind of like a catch-all for a lot of things that people can do, really, to escape, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Anti-magic does not, however, save me from getting in trouble with my deity. And there's another glare to Omen.
To affect specifically...
If you were better at your job, we wouldn't be in this position.
If you were less of an idiot, we wouldn't be in this position so often.
If you were better at finding out information, I wouldn't have had to confront them.
I mean, if
I
we
don't
were...
have the opportunity to find information anymore because I am literally stuck to your side now because someone is an idiot and cannot be trusted to wander alone anymore.
I mean, logistically speaking, if we were just simply faster at knocking people out, we would have been somewhere else by now.
That's true. Above the table, now that the fight is over, would you tell us what level were those guards?
Like, I think like 7.
Level
6 or 7.
11,
Okay.
3 attacks.
I gotta say, we
Like,
should get some credit for beating 2 guards as being like 4 levels under them. That's all I'm gonna say.
they were monk fighter multi-class. They were monk fighter. So
Monk fighter multi-classes that were 4 levels higher than us.
yeah, there were 4 of you.
We were at the disadvantage there.
Anyway. So, we're gonna do some fast tracking here. Day number 1. Sam and Chinook, are you guys doing anything specific to try and help out with this process? Are you looking for a lawyer? Are you, like, trying to scan some more information? Like, what's going on?
Lawyer.
Are you gonna go look for what happened to the dagger? Like, I'm just spewing ideas for you, but...
A lawyer.
A lawyer, cool.
We should probably find a lawyer.
Yes, maybe.
Just a tad.
Nothing too spendy though, you know.
Okay,
Well, don't worry, I don't need my money.
so you
20
guys are
covered.
doing some searching, alright? Prison gang. What you doing? Like, I'm giving you the opportunity in case you want to try something stupid.
Does anybody else visit?
Like, does
Oh!
Anastasia come?
That's right. There's that.
Oh.
It's about mid-afternoon when she shows up, and all of the guards immediately clear the area. And she walks in. Very regal looking, this nice, very fancy dress. Shawl looped around her arms. She just kind of walks in silently and then kind of stands in the center of all of you who ended up in prison, just kind of looking she kind of just looks to all 4 of you.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't sure if you were actually going to come.
And I wasn't entirely sure I should.
Anastasia, you have to know, I didn't do it. I mean, yes, I did. I thought this all the guards. But Dawn, that that wasn't me, right?
Who
What
are you?
makes you think that? Oh. Anastasia Noctad. Matron of the House of Noctad.
Oh yeah.
You guys were practically my family. I had no reason to do anything like that.
Well, we're nobles. I'm sure there's any number of reasons a person could come up with to assassinate my daughter.
But I'm sure there was. But like you said, you're nobles. You have plenty of enemies. Why would I go through all the effort spend years in your service. I mean, not to uh, brag, but I certainly had better opportunities sooner. Why would I wait that long? That doesn't make sense.
I don't believe you're the one who did it. But that aside, that's not why we're here right now. You are already
You're right.
absolved of the bounty.
Well, I mean, personally, that's not enough for me. I won't stop until I find out who actually did it. But again, like you said, that is not why we're here. I need to know, what do you know what Urian has been working on?
What makes you think? Omen, I fail to see how this is important.
This is important.
You just. Hold on, I wasn't finished speaking. You walked up to my home, were turned away at the door for a multitude of reasons, and then proceeded to try and force your way in, landing 2 of my guardsmen in the infirmary, yourself in prison, and causing an entire uproar, not only within the family, but within the rest of the city.
Anastasia, if you knew what Irina was been doing, if you knew what we found, you would be concerned too. And I know if I came in all peacefully, no one would listen to me.
And
I gotta go.
see ya. Orion hasn't. I likely shouldn't be talking with you, but it's far too late for that now.
You just give me a second to speak. There's something you need to know about.
Lorian, yes, he hasn't been the same since dawn. But as much as he's not a violent man, Omen.
In my party, we took a job to figure out what was happening in some woods. There we found a demi-wendigo, and inside, they were going berserk, and inside was lodged a dagger. On inspection, I found not only Urian's signature mark, but the Wendigo said I smelled similar to whoever did this to him. They called me Prayerkin. I don't know what to think, but there isn't any possible chance that Urian isn't involved. And if he's involved, it doesn't look good. He is messing with some dark shit. I know Urian, he wasn't the type to make something like this. I mean, ask my party. They saw the dagger too. They saw what it did to this man.
Well, whatever it is, it's likely in possession of the council now. Which means there's nothing that I can do about it.
Try to talk to Urian. If said anything is wrong.
I'll consider it. But, again, that does not belay the issue of what happened yesterday. Anyway. If you would excuse me, I have to be going.
Owen would have nothing else to say.
Alright. Anastasia's gonna walk out. So, prison gang.
we're gonna go to prison and for several years. And bummer.
Nelia is just going to spend her time glaring at Omen. An immense disappointment.
Omen is too busy in his own thoughts to particularly care.
Okay. Day 1 goes by. Day 2. Chinook, you doing anything? Day 2?
Probably just exploring the city.
Taking some time off. Cool. Prison gang, you discussing anything? You...
I mean, does anybody else have some kind of angle that we can use to not go to prison?
I think they kind of exhausted everything they have. It all just comes down to the trial, and again, Omen confidently can say that there is something else going on, but the issue is he doesn't really have any solid proof.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the Demi Wendigo that said he smelled similar to whoever did that to him, which implies the Noctad, but again, the Demi Wendigo is all the way like months away. So it's not like we can just go to him or bring him here.
Yeah. I'm gonna be very honest. We don't have time to look into truly the conspiracy of what has happened. Because I think in 2 days we are going to quickly not have time to do much of anything. And then like any sort of like lead or understanding of the situation that you have about this is then going to be timeline wise months away from your thinking. In other words, truly just like this upcoming council. Any ideas about the council? Or shall we play rock, paper, scissors for the next 42 hours? No, I'm saying that isn't bad.
Honestly, it's such a real offer.
It's not the worst thing to do right now, but like that's kind of like if we really have nothing else.
Hit me with an even garage right now.
Oh, God.
I have 0 connections in this entire city. All of my family live in a different realm.
My connections are not big fans of me. I'd rather not use those ever again.
And I don't have parents in the Noctad for all I have. So yeah, we're kind of screwed. And then he would put his hands up for rock, paper, scissors.
I think like 3 out of 4 times I just pulled the gun move and then we continue playing.
Fair enough.
So real.
Nelia's just gonna effectively sit on her hands and mute herself so she doesn't start cussing out Omen again.
Fair enough. Alright. So, day 3 rolls around, and this time there is a very kind of cold presence that wafts into the building. And down from the stairs steps another familiar council member, Iacus. And he just kind of steps in and looks to you all. Landing yourself.
Okay, so who are you?
Councilman Iacus of the Dread.
God, there's
Okay,
so
I
many
couldn't-
names. I don't.
Is that the Tabaxi?
No, he's the Jackal.
The jackal
That's
that
right,
serves.
okay.
Doesn't the jackal know Nelly as deity
No.
because of dread? No,
No, the
shit.
Dread Pact is not Shadow.
Damn it.
The
Which
Dread-
one is Shadow? I forget.
Shadow is
That
the
would
unseen.
be the unseen.
Yeah,
The Unseen.
and that
Okay, I'm
is
tired.
Melon Veil. But anyway, kind of looks around and is like, well, seems you've all gotten yourselves in trouble again.
This is my first time being in trouble, actually. Thank you very much.
Well, I speak loosely. Where one of you goes, the others seem to follow. So,
Blame that on her.
You led us here.
Get a choice in this.
And she's the one who offered me a deal. That's on her.
right.
You made the
What?
mistake of taking it.
How is that my fault?
Why does it
Because
every
you're fucking
time a
buffoon.
random person walks in front of these cells, you two get into an argument about something completely separate?
They really just bicker like a married couple. It's great.
No. It's not bickering like a
Like,
married
there's
couple. They
been-
bicker like a married couple who have to chronically serve absolute bitch energy.
Like, there's been like a fish, a woman, a dog,
Jackal folk.
and
A
every.
rock, a pebble could tumble into the room and they'll find a reason to fight.
Pretty much.
And that's why Nelia was sitting on her hands so she couldn't argue with Omen.
Well, I more came to wish you luck. As much as I would like to see you all go free, the way it's shaping up doesn't look good for you.
Okay, do we have lawyers? Because I swear to God,
Yes,
there's been.
you have been appointed a lawyer.
We're going to meet said lawyer, or
Eventually.
You'll meet him tomorrow, before the trial.
Nelly is going to
terrible.
sign with full confidence. Just a genuine question. If I request somebody to murder me, just hypothetically, right? Do you think they would?
Are you asking for the death penalty?
no.
If I die, I never have to see Omen's face
Don't
again.
ask for the death penalty.
If I die, I never have to see Omen's face again, and my deity can torture me in the pits of hell.
If both
But I
of you
won't be
die, both of you will wind up in hell, and then you'll be tortured together. This is not how this works.
If I request it for myself only, I'm fine with that.
Right.
Why?
Well, that would be unfair in the eyes of
Oh,
the
wait.
court.
I can't do that. That's a breach of contract. God damn it.
Right. Well, I can wish you luck, but I doubt it'll get you anywhere. And he kind of looks towards the door for a minute. Oh, yes. And I needed to mention, you have another visitor. And he...
Is it somebody who's not going to walk in here, say how terrible the situation is, and then not help us?
And walking down, Iacus steps off to the side, into a corner, and walking down, Omen, you kind of, I assume you go pale, but seeing, a man in this heavy coat, like, I assume he has gray hair, yeah, Urian?
Yeah.
Long gray hair and just this, you
I'm
can't
gonna
quite,
DM you something.
okay. Like, there's this look on his face that is somewhere between, like, disgust and curiosity. Oh, yes. And, writing kind of on his shoulder is, A small frost bird. And that is Urian Noctod.
So, he decided to come down here yourself.
Who are you?
Urian Noctod.
Only
Nelly's
the
just a bit.
high primordial's favorite.
Right. Does he understand sign language, or am I allowed to speak freely?
I can understand sign language.
God damn it!
What do you want, Urian? You come here to get joy from my situation, or you come to laugh at me?
Not at all. I was more curious to see both how exactly you thought this was a good idea and why you would ever get the idea to show your face at my home after everything that's happened.
Let me answer your question with another question. What are you doing with that dagger? I know it is yours.
What dagger?
Don't play coy with me. You know, the one that anything it penetrates, it loses its mind. We found it in the woods. Is there like a unit of measurement? Like,
Not
I
really.
guess just some islands away. It not only bore your symbol, apparently I was told that I smell like whoever stabbed him with it. The only connection it has is you. So,
Boy,
what are you doing with that dagger?
I don't make weapons, boy. Nor have I
That's
left
what I
this.
thought.
Nor have I left this place since my daughter was killed. Or need I remind you?
Does he have any tell if he's like lying at all?
You can make an insight check.
Bet.
And I incite this man. I will probably fail, but I'm
Yeah,
bored.
go ahead.
We're
Make an
bringing
insight
out the
check.
sandstone dice for this, boys. That is a dirty 20.
He's not lying, but at the same time, like, you're not getting the entire truth either.
Oh.
Did you get a nat 20, Salem?
I got a nat 20. It's the only time I've rolled all night, but I got a nat 20.
He definitely.
I sent it to Jay for proof.
No, you're good.
Was he hiding?
I trust you.
I know, but I like to send you proof anyways when it's off of my phone. I can just like, hey, look at this.
Fair enough. He definitely knows what you're talking about, Nelia. Nelia, he definitely knows what's being talked about. Though the mention of it causing people to go insane has his interest piqued.
So wait. You're telling me you didn't make it, then who did? I thought craftsmanship. It's not like Alba I can do something like that. Certainly not Arata. You're the only person who would have that kind of skill.
Listen, my family affairs stopped being your business when you left the city. Stay away.
There never will stop being mine until I figure out who did kill.
And I'm warning you, boy. Stay away from my family. I won't ask you a second time. He's gonna
And what are
turn
you
his,
doing?
He's gonna turn his back on you.
Are you just gonna let Don be dead without finding who really did it? Are you gonna let that happen? I'm trying to figure out what the hell actually happened. And all you were doing is being in the way.
He looks back at you, and there is this, like, there's no wind in the room, but suddenly, like, his coat flaps as if there's a strong wind, and the temperature drops dramatically. Do not insinuate what you just insinuated again.
What you gonna
Or
do?
do
We're in a
I-
cell full of anti-magic. What are you gonna do?
I was set up, and you know it too. Instead of doing anything about it, you are content to just sitting on the sidelines.
I think I'll enjoy watching you rot, like the viper you are. He's going to stalk out of the room. Guys, looking down, the floor is now covered in ice.
Oh, so he can use magic, but I
No,
can't?
the cells are
He's
anti-magic.
outside a cell. You are
Outside
in.
the cell?
Question, did that
I'm in the
that
cell.
spread like into the
Yes.
floor of the cells too?
It doesn't bleed into the floor of the cells. The bars act as a...
Okay.
There's now just water because it melted. It's like, ah, gross.
Omen. You seem to chronically make really bad decisions. That was an interesting man. He seems. I don't know. I don't like him.
He's a full bird, just naturally on his shoulder, just kind of there.
Well, for your information, you clearly don't seem to know much about the Noctad family. Every now and then, noble family will bond with Primordial.
Mm-hmm.
I believe his name was Alexander several centuries ago.
Mm-hmm.
Made a name for himself with the Frostbird, a very powerful ice primordial. And ever since, the family has been producing powerful mages. And as you saw, some even received one of the Primordial's children.
Mm-hmm. That does not change the fact that A, I don't make deals with nobles because they are the bane of my existence, and B, I don't like him. That doesn't change.
He wasn't always like that. I mean, I don't know what happened.
His daughter died?
There's three, but would Nelia have conveyed after he left that he knew more than he was saying, or would Omen still be in the dark about that?
No, she would spill after he left, but she won't spill while he's
Okay.
there. Are you kidding me? She doesn't
Okay.
trust people,
I figured.
let
So
alone someone like that. Oh, also, he knew a lot more than what he would give you credit for.
I had a feeling
No, I know.
he was. He's not the person to be involved in that. I don't even think Don's death would have changed that. There's something else.
Congratulations. You've managed to tick off one of the biggest nobles in the city.
It seems like he was already upset. Like I said, that's the fourth person who has come in here to say how terrible this is and then leave. Except this one had a cape, so...
No. He didn't say how terrible the situation was for us. He just actively said how much he doesn't like Omen.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Pretty
I got
much,
out
yeah.
of that conversation, at least.
Pretty much.
Wonderful. Omen, you seem to make a lot more enemies than I do, and I take people's souls for a living.
You
Why
make
would you
enemies
say
with
that?
individuals. I make enemies with entire families. We are not the same.
I mean, I've pissed off families. I've pissed off a couple families, but I've never pissed them off like that. We are definitely not the same. However, you caused me more problems than any other soul I've ever taken. I don't like you.
At this point, Iacus just stands up off the wall and walks out.
Hey,
I'm sure there's another
I
way
beg
you
of
can.
you, please, do you have a silent scroll on you? I beg you.
Hey, to
Okay,
be fair,
no.
Nelly is not
He
verbally saying it.
he kind of smiles for a minute.
So from your
That I can
perspective,
do.
by the way, Omen is talking to himself because you are in a
Oh, I'm
cell.
in the adjacent room. I can't see.
You
You're
can't
in
even
the
see
adjacent
her
cell.
sign.
Who are you talking to? I don't know what's
You don't
happening.
you don't even hear anything she's saying. It is Nelia signing and then Omen recording.
It's like there are times you hear like these, because like in sign language you'll have to like smack your hands together. So there are times you hear these weird little smacks, but that's like the extent of it. Nelly is just very aggressively, angrily signing at him.
And
So
Omen is not particularly caring.
so Chinook,
He's also not playing translator right now, so
Chinook, E.
All.
It's day 3. The next day is the trial. What are you doing with your last day of peace in this life? What are you doing?
Going to a
Steak
sauna.
dinner.
You're going to get a steak dinner?
Oh yes.
Not gonna lie, he a real one for that.
I mean, he has so much money.
Maybe
and
maybe
he
I'll,
can
maybe I'll
just,
even make it surf and turf. Get some lobster too. I got the gold.
he just retires. That's it.
Chinook is just like, they may be in prison, but I'm living the good life right now.
They may be screwed. They may be my party, but damn, this is fine dining.
They may are going to spend years behind bars, but this 20% off on surf and turf is amazing.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. I'm free.
He's a real one for that. Not gonna lie.
I'm free!
Can't even hate on the man.
Oh boy. So, day 4 rolls around, and you are woken by guards kind of knocking on the cell bars. Alright, everybody. Up. Get up.
Are we gonna meet our lawyer?
You're going to do that now.
Okay, I swear to, if I meet one more person who isn't
We're about
my lawyer,
to meet a kobold that is the most hyperactive thing ever for a lawyer. I feel it in my bones.
Don't tempt me, Zev!
just because you said that, it's going to be a turtle, and it's going to be the slowest
No,
thing
it's
I've ever met.
It's Jay. The likelihood of it being a kobold is through the roof.
I don't
Mate,
understand how strong the likelihood of it being a kobold is. If it's a
No,
kobold,
no,
though,
exactly.
Nelly is going to quit. Nelly is just going to be like, execute me, please. For the love of God, let me rot in
Rainbow's
hell.
here right in time for the trial.
We're gonna go meet a lawyer. It's been like 4 days.
alright. So you
I
guys...
pissed off more people.
You guys walk in, and sitting at the table is this massive brick wall of a Goliath.
Salem has been saved from the kobold
With
treatment.
this, don't make me take this back. I will do it.
It's the biggest Goliath in the tiniest chair.
Yeah, in a small chair. He's got this really big beard. It's like,
Got, like those elementary school chairs and the big ass Goliath.
and he's got his hands kind of like folded and placed on the
He should be
tables.
holding a normal-sized book.
Yeah, and he's just like got these tiny glasses and this tiny book. Just
How
quite
big are Goliaths? What are
interesting.
their
I wonder
sizes?
why they chose that specifically.
He's got a magnifying glass to read.
Yeah, he's got like a monocle. Ah, interesting choice. Oh, my apologies. I was just doing some light reading. I assume you are the ones who landed yourselves in the Dragon's Den, proverbially speaking.
Yes.
Are you asking for the ones who fuck around and found out? Yes.
Correction. Nelly's gonna point at Omen really aggressively. He landed us in prison.
The
His
crazy thing, I don't think you
Hold
even
on.
attacked anybody. I'm pretty sure you just casted a healing spell.
Yeah, you casted a
I
healing spell.
healed! I didn't even do anything but association.
You got the hit with the accomplice.
You were like 20 feet away.
Yes. Well, let me see. I have files here. Omen, Yes. Previous criminal record. Charges of aggravated assault. Murder charges that were dropped due to evidence of new light. Investigation is continuing. And, yes, today's docket. Aggravated battery, attempted murder,
I
trespassing.
didn't try to kill anyone.
They didn't die. They were put on the floor.
There was no
Hold on.
lethal intent.
Calm yourselves. Calm yourselves. I'm just reading what I've been told. Trespassing. Yes, you've accrued quite the record here.
He's an idiot.
Interesting.
He's an idiot, and I'm going to go to hell because of him. I'm already in hell.
Omen would mutter, just wait till I learn about what I've done in the Outlands.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Ooh, Outlands. That's got to be quite the criminal record. I'd love to see that.
No. Outlands don't exist. You need to stop talking, Omen.
Nelia. Witness to the first account, and now aiding and abetting on the second.
Well, hold on. I have a DAD, and I'm in a contract, and he's in a contract with me. And it's a very complicated magical
Yes. Well, deity and whatnot aside, there's that. Mr. Clay,
Hello.
aggravated assault and accomplice to attempted murder. Cool. Very nice, very nice. Quite the thing. Mr. Cassius, good to see you, lad.
Plot twist, he gets hit with a tax fraud.
Prior criminal record. It's a bit fuzzy here. Something about aiding
We have a tax evasion.
in
2 counts of Geneva Convention violation.
yes, well, there is, of course, the aiding of the aggravated assault. And I think that's about it. Actually, you have the cleanest record here. Aside from Mr.
Damn, there's
Clay,
no
of
tax
course.
evasion.
I could go check his tax records.
I
Avo,
highly
I
doubt that
cannot
this man
hear you,
has
dude.
Not.
I cannot understand you.
Bro's talking through a pillow.
It's like your mic is waterlogged hardcore.
Like, it sounds like if you're like,
Like you put a
If you
gas
put a
mask around
blow
your
in
mic
front-
instead of your face.
It's
yeah.
so bad.
Nothing. It's like you're on the other side of like a vacuumed door, you know, like a
It
vacuum
really
sealed
is.
door. Mate, cannot hear you.
Just type it in the chat for now.
Yes, well, that is that. I'm your lawyer, or the lawyer assigned to you by our esteemed counsel. My name is... I had his name, hold on. I had his name. Yes, my name is Targon. Lovely, pleasure to meet you all. So...
Hello?
There he goes.
Wait, was this the problem? Okay,
I
that's
don't
really
know.
dumb. Hello.
Again, it really sounded like you put like a cloth on
No,
your mouth and you were
you
speaking
see-
through it.
My microphone, my headset cord has a little thing that has like a toggle where you can mute the microphone. So I guess it doesn't mute it 100%, and I've just been being idiotic. And
It's all
that was
good.
accidentally switched on. Okay. No, anyway, what I was trying to say after he said it is, you know, I try my best to stay out of trouble when I'm not contractually bound to help.
Yes, fair enough. Quite the response. Well, I am going to be your lawyer. Am I allowed to be straight with you?
Sure.
With all of you?
Yeah,
Please.
it doesn't help us if you're not.
Well,
I swear to God, if you're about to not be helpful,
He's
I
about to
will
be.
try
He's
my
about to say, "You're
absolute
so
best.
screwed."
I will try my
You finish
absolute best with what is permitted.
So Jover.
Listen,
Wait,
I
guys,
am.
is this a court appointed lawyer, or is this
Yes,
a?
this is a court
Court
appointment.
appointed.
Well, we had.
Okay.
Well, I thought like no, like we had
They're
like
too busy having
Sam.
a steak dinner to get us a lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chinook
I
is
thought,
having
like-
Chinook had steak dinner.
Like Chinook and
Nice.
Sam
Chinook
just
is
kind of
living the
went
life.
to Denny's for a lot of this.
Dude, they went to Denny's.
My friend facing the death penalty, me hitting up the local IHOP.
Yes. Well, I will try my best within the what is legal to get you acquitted. But this is a very hard case, you have to understand. And, well, I'll cut the fuzz. I will try my best, but it is not looking entirely all that good for you, unfortunately. So, instead of that, do you have anyone you would like me to carry messages to for you?
If I am sentenced to a sentence lasting for more than 10 years, at that 10-year mark, I have to be then transferred to the elemental plane of Earth, where I will then be deconstructed and turned into an Earth elemental.
What is wrong with you?
That is very surprisingly specific, but yes, I will put in that request for you.
Real quick, this is just for me to know, real quick. Above the table, how long? I know like a lot of our travel takes like months. How long would you say has passed since the beginning of this campaign? So, like overall, how much time has accrued?
5 or 6 months.
Like
total.
at least 6 months is what I was
Six
guessing.
or 7 months, I think.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I know Omen's age
Especially
stuff because
because
he aged really
that
sillily.
last walk was like one month by itself
Yeah,
that we just skipped over.
yeah.
True.
Yes. Well, Mr. Cassius, any requests on your part? Any messages I can take for you?
I'm pretty sure everybody I know except for these guys is dead, so no.
Oh, that is quite tragic. Dear goodness. Okay. Miss Nelia?
Do you think I have friends or family still? That's funny. No. I would like to have the smallest sentence possible to keep myself in as little trouble as possible. I don't think that'll happen, however, just knowing Omen.
Can you quickly read over Nelly and I's contract? I think that will be helpful in at least helping me some stuff.
Legal contract business. Yes, I will have to go retrieve that. I
Yeah,
actually believe that's being
'cause-
retrieved at the
Yeah,
moment.
oh yes, because he won't take my hand because he's a wuss.
No,
anyway.
that's very helpful because this means that I'm legally obliged to help him because that's in the contract.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm under a magical contract with one of them, and I literally can't leave his side. It's a problem.
Anyway.
Oh, true, they can't take him in for questioning without you, can they?
Yes.
It's in the contract. I can't let him out of my sight.
Anyway, Mr. Omen, do you have
I was literally a snake, and then I exposed to magic and became a person. I don't particularly have any close family, and the only people I knew want me dead.
Do you have any requests I could possibly take to the council for you?
No.
Understood. Well then, let's be getting on our way. The council is waiting, and so is the tribunal.
We're gonna
Anybody?
die.
So,
Oh, Elliot has a question, and she's gonna say, "Put in handcuffs again. That is effectively a mute button, and I don't appreciate it."
oh, yes, you will be spared handcuffs on, yes, on the condition of it is required that you have your hands to speak. All your weapons will still be left within possession of law enforcement.
Listen, I was arrested and they put me in cuffs and I couldn't talk.
What
Yes.
does Nelia just have like an arcane focus? Is that what she has?
Yeah. That's the extent of it. She doesn't really need weapons.
Yeah,
Oh,
do they, do
Warlocks
they
plus
know,
other
do they know
spellcasters.
what the arcane focus is? Because it could be a lot of things.
Anyway, Judge Elizabeth, if you step right this way. Bouncing over. Chinook, this is about the time you are being summoned to the court.
He's at a breakfast buffet.
E?
He's-
E, buddy?
he is at Denny's. KJ, Denny's is now canon in this universe.
He just canon, yeah.
E?
Except no,
All the-
Which district is the
Of
Denny?
which
all the
district
things
is the
that
Denny?
we
No,
could
Denny's
force
has
into
its own.
canon,
It's like
I'm glad
it's
it's
like
Denny's.
outside the city. It's like
Help me,
not
chat.
very far out to the city. It's just kind of in a like
Help me,
really like
chat.
obscure. Like it's out of the way, but it's not too far away that you won't go.
In between fire and air, there's just a small portion labeled Denny's on the map.
Denny's.
Okay, moving on, please. You guys are brought into this
Here they're always open.
after this long walk. You guys are all brought into this massive building, like, and escorted into this grand hall, where you are kind of placed on a raised platform. That is inscribed with magical insignias. The opposite wall is kind of this semicircle, and each of the council members, all 8 of them, are in these like almost throne-like chairs, decorated to suit their faction, and below them sit each a number of other people from their specific faction,
I'm going to die.
as well as there's just a crowd watching from the sides.
Oh. I'm joyous. I'm so free. Oh my god.
You will also see there's another smaller platform where there stands this little black kobold wearing glasses.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I swear to God.
You
What's
guys,
special about
Is
this
he
guy?
familiar? Do we know him? Who is he, Jay?
he is the prosecution.
And he's in a way too big chair with.
Oh yeah, he's like standing on this like little stool in front of this like he's kind of like standing on top of a table almost. But he's got like glasses and kind of like a blazer a bit.
Did you guys attack this guy?
Glasses.
Wait, Jay. Petition for there to be court-appointed like wizards that cast thaumaturgy whenever someone shouts objection.
Bro, there's
And then
court
it's like-
court-appointed
it's like
wizards
the-
that use thaumaturgy when the people are speaking, bro.
Yeah.
We
it's
also
like-
have
it's
court-appointed
like the,
clerics for Zone of Truth.
Phoenix Wright. It's like the
Yeah.
It's like the Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, I was gonna
Objection.
ask, is this gonna be one of those
Objection.
trials where they just kind of cast Zone of Truth on us and then we
Yeah,
just
the
kinda
Zone of
do
Truth
that?
is going to be going off.
Hey,
So
You see, if anything, Zone of Truth does us some favors.
okay.
Oh yeah, it does.
So as you step on the circle lights up, and I now have to decide which council member is leading this. Or-
Let it be the axolotl.
Let it be the one that likes me.
Oh, I forget.
Actually, no.
There's
I
2
don't-
council
I don't-
members I haven't introduced. Anyway, I'm gonna roll a d6 because I don't have. Oh boy, you guys got the fun one. So kind of standing up from their chair, you see the Kenku wearing the Raven Skull
no.
mask.
Oh no.
Quiet,
was
quiet.
the
All of you
The
settle
worst
down.
possible option.
Many of you would recognize this as Councilmember Nollenvale.
Yeah.
We're here today for the
For
court's trial regarding the incident at the Noctod household 5 days prior. prosecution will be presenting their case, and then the defense in what was an altercation between this group of, dare I say, mercenaries and the Noctod family. Notably, the entire Noctod family is here. They're sitting in a box.
Sitting in a box.
Box.
Just like their daughter.
Box.
I don't.
Wow.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You know what I mean by like a box? It's like a specific sectioned off area for nobles.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, we can't just move on from that real quick.
No. They're sitting in a cardboard box. Clearly,
Anyway,
they're all really small.
and Alanvale looks to the Noctod family and is like, Urian, Anastasia. And he kind of nods to them, and they kind of both bow. Like, all right, prosecution, you may take your stand. And this kobold kind of jumps up. First of all, I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Ergi. Prosecution of this trial of these, ruffians who would dare disturb the peace of our fair city.
Hearsay.
Oh, probably.
Delia looks like a sweet woman who's
That's
been
ad hominem. You can't do that.
standing there like, ruffian? I'm a ruffian now. Oh.
No. Our defendant should be calling hearsay. That's not relevant. That's ad hominem attack. It's not a valid argument.
He's doing an intro. He's that. So, let us see here. 1510, on the 13th of this month, witness reports state that Omen, Nelia, Clay, and Cassius were present at the gates to the Noctod household. It is said that the guards were... that they asked to be admitted to the estate, and the guards, under direct orders from the head of house, were told to deny access. Upon denying access, the group, led by Omen, proceeded to assault both guards, leaving both of them severely wounded before local law enforcement could arrive to... how should I say? To de-escalate the situation. Both members of the estate guard were then hospitalized, were then admitted to an infirmary within the Noctod Manor, and are since being treated. So, that is where we stand at the moment. And I will at first call a witness to the stand. And, out from the side comes this, little green kobold. You guys are gonna have to help me with this. I'm not all that familiar with legal whatever.
Okay.
So if there is a point where
Oh my god.
your
legal.
lawyer needs to like object or something, please tell me.
Oh no.
Because I have
Hearsay.
Hearsay.
Guys, this is it. This is our time to play a case attorney.
Objection!
Full
It's
in
our
purple
turn.
Objection!
maker,
Guys,
tackling.
it's like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial in real life.
It's fine.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
bad at
Oh,
legal
wait.
jargon. I am bad at legal jargon. Anyway. And
Tackles in criminal science major. I'm so excited.
out walks this what looks like
Wait, how much time has passed since that loan? Sorry, just for me. Has it been
we will
another
get to
month?
that later. We will get to that
was-
later.
Okay.
And out walks this tabaxi woman. Like, and Ergulis is like, "Ma'am, do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and to stay honorable in the sense of this trial?"
That's redundant. There's a zone of truth.
What if the cleric's is
I
like,
even wanted to.
what if the cleric's like,
Can't you?
"There's zone of truth." Oh, yes, never mind. My apologies.
Nelia just.
I would like.
You're
I would like to
mildly.
act-
Save against the Son of Truth, though?
That's so funny.
You have to save, but
Isn't
also
it
they
like a
know
save?
if you've failed or saved specifically.
Oh, do they know if you saved? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, do they know?
So,
I would like to
Wow.
activate my special Ace Attorney powers to activate logic chess.
ma'am.
Logic chess. You play me in chess. If I win, then you're invalid in argument. Invalid.
Ma'am, would you please get your eyewitness account of what happened that fateful afternoon? It's like, well, I was walking down the street and going about my own business when suddenly this person pulled a sword on a bunch of the guards from the Noctad estate. And I mean, she kind of just pauses a bit. Is like, "I get it. Hold on." She basically gives the account of she was just walking, saw the fight break out, hadn't really been paying attention beforehand, but it looked definitely hostile and whatnot, etc., etc. You know, civilian POV. Do you get what I'm trying to put down?
Mark.
All right. And would you say that the assailant attacked with the intent to kill? I couldn't really tell you. Bad way to phrase that. But yes, you say you saw Omen, this man, as well as his companions, attack the
Objection.
Noctad guard without any reasonable provocation.
Oh,
You
you
did
can
not
wait.
say that.
She kind of nods. Well, I'd say that's very well an easy point to the factor. Was anybody killed in the altercation, would you say? No. Right. Well, witness testimony, ladies and gentlemen. These four were part of an unprovoked attack on the Noctad family guard. And, by extent, the Noctad household. Am I missing anything here? I'm like... I am
I mean,
struggling.
there's no need to object because we'll cover everything in the defense.
Like, yeah, because like at this point it'd be more like next
the
witness.
defense. Yeah, he hasn't done anything that would require an objection, but the defense will disprove his.
We don't have
some
like a
of his
relevant
points.
objection. We don't, because I mean, like it's all accurate.
Right.
Mostly, some of it is a bit.
Okay,
some
but
of it-
from their perspective, it's all objectively
Yeah,
accurate. They have
yeah.
no way to know whether Omen's intention was to kill or not.
Right.
And also, they have no way whether to know, like whether or not it was unprovoked. Because they only have one witness.
And
Next
they
witness.
they don't know why Omen approached. They don't know any
Next
wider
up.
backgrounds. Like as far as everything,
Yes.
it tracks.
Well, that is a witness account from a civilian, but, dare I say, shall we take a witness account from one of the guards themselves? Yes.
Objection, speculation?
What? That's not even a thing.
I have no idea.
And one of the
No,
guards,
I mean, you can say that, but like
Who
not in
is-
this situation.
who is still
Okay.
kind
What
of
happened to cross-examination?
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm not like I'm
Cross-examination
not
is
versed
that they've
in
asked
legal
their
bull.
question. Since they got to ask their questions, our lawyer is entitled to ask questions of their own.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we
Oh.
can ask. He can ask their witness questions.
Mm.
Like, what? How are we jumping witnesses already? Where's the
Accurate.
Okay,
Accurate
I
objection
don't know.
speculation.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. All I can think of right now is to summon a ghost, and that's just full Ace Attorney bullshit.
See, here's the thing. I don't know
I'm not
legal.
helpful right now.
I don't know legal.
I'm not helpful.
Okay, I'm like spitballing
But,
this.
like an accurate objection speculation would be along the lines of when they said that Omen did have intent to kill. They have
Yeah,
no proof of
that would
that.
be
That would have been
speculation.
speculation.
Anyway, continuing on. Targon, your
You
guys'
also could have done objection with leading the witness, because he
And-
had some leading questions that were
Yeah.
would force someone to say yes.
Anyway,
We should have said that. Darn it.
Anyway.
Well, later.
Targon looks at it like, I don't know what questions to have your defendant ask. So,
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do like one of the questions be like, what led you to believe there was lethal intent or
Well,
murderous
she
intent?
didn't say that.
she didn't say that. But
She
Then
didn't say
she-
that.
she said
they
that
said
she
they-
she said she couldn't tell if there was murderous intent behind it.
Okay, never mind then.
It's like, ma'am, would you say? Crap, I don't know what to ask. Is the thing.
Honestly, there wouldn't be any cross-examination. There's nothing to ask.
yeah.
I mean, I guess you could ask when in the scene she arrived.
She said
Like-
she wasn't paying attention. Like she was going about her business, and then
Yeah,
a
no,
fight broke
no,
out.
but you ask that to let the like jury know that she wasn't paying as close attention as they
That's
might
true, they
assume
didn't-
she was.
She
They
already
kind of
said
started
that.
with Omen pulling the sword. There was a bit that happened before that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
no.
which
you
witness
so
didn't
you would,
see.
You would ask, did you see what happened before that? And she would say no, and then
That's-
people would be made aware of that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just say that happens. I'm sorry. I'm not well versed in legal.
No need to apply. It's okay.
I can't think of anything else. So
To the guard.
the guard walks out. It's like, sir, gentlemen, good defendant of our fair nobles. Would you like to give an account of what happened? Well, I was standing guard, as I normally do, when that person showed up at the door, or at the gates, asking to be admitted. We had been told previously that the head of the family would not be seeing anyone, and that the estate was off limits for the day, at least to the public. When he was denied access, he physically tried to push past us, so we pushed him back, and after that, it all happened so quickly. He drew a sword. In fact, all of them kind of jumped to attack us, my partner and I. And it, in my own eyes, I remember the man with the horns rushing at me with a rapier at some point, and as well as the man Omen drawing a sword. My partner and I defended ourselves to the best of our abilities, but we were quickly overwhelmed. My partner was knocked out fairly quickly, and I likely soon would have followed, given the how overwhelmed we were, and not to mention we were both threatened, or rather, yes, there were threats made, and well, thank goodness the city guard and the council members Nari and what's his bucket? What is his bucket? What's his name? Hellerix were there to prevent any further issues or conflict. I don't really remember much after that.
And you would say this attack was unprovoked?
I do believe so. It is well within the right of
though?
It is well within the right of the family to refuse entry to those who they do not want on the premise, especially someone tied to an ongoing murder investigation.
And would you say there was an intent to kill?
I wouldn't say us specifically, but the way that man sounded, it was as if he had hostile intent towards the leader of our, well, the head of the family, yes.
Well, and you would say this attack was... It was unprovoked, yes?
Yes, sir.
Well, the prosecution, as you can see, has laid it out simply. These four, with malicious intent, attacked the 2 guards outside of the Noctad estate for refusing them entry to the premise, and attacked with the intent to, and also threatened the head of house. In my eyes, I'd say that paints a pretty clear picture. Yes?
Anything?
Roman would chime up as like, aren't you gonna ask, any of us who are trying? Don't we get a chance to defend ourselves?
Well, we'll have the defense stage.
That's the defense. So
We'll probably get time to give our own testimonies.
And with that, the offense rests.
I have probably running this so badly.
It's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm just...
You're the DM. This is
You're the
real
DM.
world. There's no
works how
way.
you want it to work.
There's no way the legal doesn't work in your favor.
Fair enough.
Let me summon a ghost.
Yes,
Let me summon a ghost. Do you have any necromancers here?
Alright. And with that,
Oh,
Targon will rise. Defense will take its seat now. Yes. Afternoon, 3 o'clock, 5 days prior to the current event. How would I do this? I don't...
Do what?
This whole defense thing.
Oh yeah, okay, you're gonna do your intro. So it's gonna be like what he did. Because you did an intro for him, so it's only right that he gets one too.
Yes.
So he's gonna go over the situation, how
Yes.
he as our defendant would view it.
Yes.
And then we would be called to the
Yeah,
stand.
you would be like,
Yes,
oh,
okay.
they would do-
I'm double checking. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Targon, I was appointed as a legal head by the Wall Builders faction. 3 o'clock, 5 days prior to the current time. this group finds themselves outside of the Noctod estate, asking for entry and to speak with the head of the house. They're turned away at the gate. When trying to push past the guards, they were met with.
Well, he wouldn't say that.
Well, no, he wouldn't. How do I?
He would say, well, speaking with the guards,
Okay.
like they were
While
like
speaking
attacked or whatever.
with the guards, they were met with unprovocated force and were. Let me just read here. Yes. Assumed. What did I just say? Self-defense, like.
Yeah, assumed
Yeah.
like self-defense measures.
And assumed self-defense measures.
It's not our fault. We're just simply stronger than them.
And
It's
then
not that easy.
Witness calls to the stand.
Oh, no.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter.
I am smarter.
Witness called to
I
the
am smarter.
stand. I get to pick which of you is getting called to the stand.
Pick whoever you want.
Is Chinook like in like
I feel like
the
Chinook's
audience
off to
with,
the
like,
side.
Starbucks or something?
Dude is eating like to go at
3.
the side of the court.
Cassius.
Denny. Okay, yeah.
Oh, not Cassius. Sorry. Clay.
Oh.
Clay. There we go.
Okay.
Oh no,
Never mind.
this is the worst.
Aw, darn it. I wanted to be called.
Mr. Clay, would you give your account of the events in your own eyes?
Yes.
So above the table, so we all know, are you going to make the save against the Zone of Truth, or are you willingly failing it?
I would fail just because.
Yeah, because they'll know
Yeah.
if you make the save.
Yeah, it's in the spell description that they know if you save.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. On this day, I accompanied Omen towards the Noxtad Estate. That's not the name.
Noctod.
Noctad.
Noxtad Estate. Because Omen had incredibly urgent business, and he needed to meet with them right away. When he got to the front gates, he repeatedly asked to have an audience, to be let in, and was then shoved away. At that point, the situation then became violent, but the vocal goal was to not kill anybody. And then we were promptly arrested.
So wait, the prosecution can ask questions during this, right?
That is
I mean,
called cross-examining. It's
I mean,
one
yeah,
thing.
but the prosecution will ask. Won't they ask after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
th-
So
that-
if
sorry.
the defense has, if our lawyer has any other questions,
Yeah.
he asks them, and
should
then once he's
ideally-
done,
Yeah.
he hands it over to the other lawyer.
And would you say any of you tried to trespass on the land? Buddy, I
Yes.
can't. Yes?
Zone truth.
We
yes.
can't argue
mean,
with that one.
Okay, I mean, like, I think the best argument is for
Like nobody actually got any.
No,
We were
no
all
one-
outside the estate. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
But
the only person who tried to trespass would be Omen, because he's the only one
Yeah.
who actually moved to trespass.
And then after that, everyone else kind of came to the defense that they
Yeah.
that was a separate intent.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's gonna hand it over to cross-examination. All right.
Oh, he didn't answer
One
the
question?
question. He didn't
Uh,
answer the question.
I say what they said.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So he says that
Omen was the
yes,
only one who.
but like Omen.
Their actions were of defense rather than like offensing against
Yes.
trespassing. So
Cobalt descent.
So, what you are saying is that, now correct me if I am wrong, but Omen tried to push his way past the guards, was pushed away, and then resorted to violence as a means of getting through the guards so that he could continue with whatever his intent was. Yes?
Omen was pushed away. At that point, we all entered into a state of self-defense, which then included violence.
I have to ask, who drew a weapon first?
Being completely honest here, I have
was
no
the
idea.
table.
It was technically you guys.
Wasn't it technically the guard? Didn't they like butt me away with the blunt end of their spear?
No,
It was technically the...
Oh,
They were both wearing katanas. First of all,
Okay.
you were pushed away using the hilt, and they didn't draw it either.
But it is still use of a weapon. So
yeah.
technically, that'd be like saying, well, since I didn't draw this sword, I just smacked
Yeah,
them
but
with it
I
while it was in the sheath.
I assume we had a meeting of what to say beforehand.
Yeah.
So
Well, okay. I am trying to get to the logical point of you were pushed back, yes, a little more forcefully than what was necessary, but
yeah, that would be
you also
Yeah.
that wasn't enough to warrant full on attacking the guards.
Did
The
he
guards
say
did
so?
not attack you.
yeah,
Also,
so
above
wait.
the table,
Did he say
was-
before this? Did he say like you said? So what you're saying?
I don't remember, dude. Being honest.
above the
Okay.
table, is there an official evidence list that would have been
Yeah, yeah.
pre-submitted?
There's like
And would we have gone to see it?
there's medical records of the guards, there's eyewitness testimony, there's proof of violence.
Cool.
But
Alright.
like that's about it. Cobalt is going to look like
Yes, but I will rephrase the question. Was your response appropriate for the situation?
Yes. You're asking me, and my answer is yes.
Yeah.
Very well.
It's not a lie if it's what they
It's
truly
not a
think.
lie.
It's not a lie.
He
If
truly believes his
logic-
actions are appropriate for the situation.
Here's the thing. Everything I have never lied once since I've been here.
okay. Moving on. Next we're calling to the stand Omen.
Omen would come to stand, intentionally fail the zone of truth.
Will you give us your account of what happened?
Well, I must ask, am I allowed to give some context that dates a few months back that led to this?
Please stick only to what happened.
Well, it's relevant information because
It is relevant.
It's
It
relevant
is.
because it explains motive.
Oh, you're right. Very well.
So
Yeah.
first, I
Now, if he was gonna be like, when I was a child, my mother, that wouldn't be relevant. So you would
No.
call
like even if
relevant.
he was trying to bring up like stuff from the the death of Dawn, but this
Yeah,
is
that would
what
be-
motivated him to
do this specific action.
So I'm gonna be like,
Alright.
I would like to bring in two objects of evidence. One being my communicator, that should have been in my effects, as well as the dagger that should have been. It was confiscated. It is relevant.
My dagger.
The dagger. I'm sorry.
My dagger.
Speaking of our equipment, in about 4 hours, my magical bag of holding will explode if I don't get to it in time.
You will be
Whoa.
you will be permitted
Whoa.
to deal with your magic items as is necessary. However,
Okay.
The
I
phone
understand if
and
we can't get to the dagger right now due to its being held, but hopefully we have.
it's one of the council members who's going to speak up.
It would be a piece
and
of
it's the
evidence, so you should be
axolotl.
able to bring it in.
The dagger is currently being detained off-site due to the nature of its magic, and it is being
Understood, but
held for further
do we at least
investigation.
have my communicator? I have
Yes,
pictures on
yes,
it
we
that
have
are
the,
relevant.
We have the communicator.
Wait,
Well,
what they say is
go-
happening to the dagger?
It's being
detained
It's
because
being
of
held
magic.
off-site.
It's a cursed weapon, so
It is.
Can we get a
Okay.
statement on what magic is making it being detained?
That
we will
Yeah,
get
can
that
we
later.
get? Yeah, we can get that later. It'll be in the reports or whatever.
So once getting his communicator, he would go to the pictures that you've taken of like every time there has been the family symbol, whether it be on like the wanted poster or on the tree, and he also took a picture of the specifically Urian symbol on the dagger.
I think we
Along
may have
my
had a
adventures-
miscommunication here at some point over the table. I asked you what the oldest brother's symbol was, not the head of house.
Oh, the oldest brothers? Oh, that changes a lot.
Yeah, buddy.
That changes so much.
Yeah, I
Cool.
think we
Okay,
may have had a
so-
miscommunication here.
We are going to retcon some. Omen would have
Yeah,
still.
because that changes his whole motivation.
I mean, he
Zeph is a
still would
little on
have.
the dumb side.
He still would have gone to like the manor and confronted. That still absolutely would have happened. Just some context of other stuff.
Yeah, I think
like,
we had a
you would have been talking-
miscommunication, and
you would have been
I
talking
wasn't
about the-
sure
you-
until now.
Okay. So he feels like
That's why I let
this
it go, because I
shows-
wasn't quite
I was
sure.
also under the impression that it was like the head of the house that was doing all
okay,
this.
because I guess I also did kind of auto. I mean, I might have misread, but also magic weapon, artificer go together. So
You're
but yeah, so you go. Here we clearly see not only the numerous symbols of the family, these have been spotted, implanted by other people on my adventures, not even relating to the family. The first one was me taking a bounty. The other one was, he had like referenced the one on the tree. That was when I was exploring ruins on a job, nowhere even connected to the family. It is clearly, they say they don't want me around, yet they won't leave me alone. And then, referring to the mark on the dagger, that is Alba Noctad, and he would point to Alba in the box. That is his symbol specifically on it. He is in direct connection. And again, so a lot of truth is going on, so they all know he's speaking the truth. We found this dagger.
What you believe to be the truth.
Yes. We found this dagger lodged into. Did we know it was a demi-wendigo?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Lodged into a demi-wendigo in the forest. It made them go mad. We took it out. After that, everything seemed to go back to normal. This demi-wendigo, when we confronted him, my associates can back this up. When we spoke, he said I smelled like the one who stabbed him with the dagger. For those who do not know, I am what is called a spirit sworn. My connection to the Noctad family is that I serve as a directly connected familiar to Dawn Noctad until her very untimely death. That means that her magic is basically coursing through myself. That is why I would have a similar scent to that of the Noctad family. So, if I smelled like the Noctad, that means there was something going on, something nefarious found in this forest. That is why I came to confront the family. And yes, I know you may ask, why didn't I go to law enforcement? However, can any of you really honestly say that you'd have taken me seriously? What, me already accused of murdering one of the family members? Coming up with a allegation? No. So, I thought it was in our best interest to go directly to the source. When it came to the guards, they were obviously stopping me, and I don't blame them. They were merely doing their job. But I still needed to get the scene too. So, yes, I did draw my sword. However, I did not intend to kill any of them. I intentionally used the flat of my blade to make sure no lasting wounds. And then he would like say, like, that is what happened. And hopefully, you said that the dagger is detained. Hopefully, upon inspection, you can compare it to that of the Knockhat family. That should lighten the truth. I understand where, from the uneducated eye, or at least someone without context, they might see this was unwarranted, just a act of violence. But I do genuinely believe this was for the greater good of not just the family, but of everyone.
So, clarify for me. Drawing your weapon was not, in the truest sense, necessary? You
The true
had
sense,
you
no.
had the chance.
He wouldn't.
But
He
in
wouldn't. He
it
wouldn't
it
ask that
was-
question.
My bad.
Yeah, but he wouldn't
I'll
ask
save
that
that
question
for prosecution.
because it leads to
Incrimination. Yeah.
an answer that doesn't paint him in a favorable light.
He's not gonna say anything then. He doesn't have anything to say. Thank you. That is quite the story and amount of accusations you have there. Ergy stands up. So, what you're saying is that drawing your sword was unnecessary. You could have walked away and chosen to come back another day?
In the truest sense, yes, it was unnecessary. But I believed that time was more important. Who could have known how long it would take me to get an official counsel? So, I tried to deal with the fastest way possible. Did that backfire? Yes. But I still stand by my decision.
Fastest way possible by taking matters into your own hands. Interesting. Anyway.
The council's kind of looking to each other like, all right, see you, Lucius. We're almost done with this. Here's the thing. Do we really want to drag this out?
Yes.
Okay. Then we will then I will end this here, and we will continue this next session.
Let's go.
Because I don't have the it's getting kind of late, and I want to be able to do this the right way.
Jay's gotta play some Ace Attorney before next session.
Gotta go watch some Ace Attorney, bro.
Yeah.
I have no legal experience at all.
Do some research, you know.
All I know is that the Kobold has it out for everybody, but
That he does.
I'll wait till he gets to question Nelia, and it's just going to be this chronic serving of bitch.
I am just saying this is.
I can't wait until my turn because I feel like my defense is pretty good.
Do we want to try to do a follow-up stream on Saturday?
Saturday, I
Do we-
don't know about that.
I
I will
work-
be watching
Here.
a play on Saturday.
Here, we'll workshop it later, okay? For now, I hope you guys had fun. Thank you for helping me through my legal struggles of Jay doesn't do legality or politics.
Jay,
at
Jay,
all.
Jay, you are in a D&D table full of legal nerds. We got you.
Literally going into forensics. Salem's going into forensic psychology.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm double majoring in psychology and criminal science. If I don't know how to do court of law, I don't know.
Salem's the expert.
Yeah.
Salem built different.
Dramatic bow.
Anyway,
Thank you
I
guys,
hope
thank
you guys had fun. It's not shaping up too good for you right now.
Nothing else. If it